Some pretty big news if you are a Nintendo fan and you've been wondering if Call of Duty was ever going to make its way back onto the platform. I believe the last game on a Nintendo platform from Call of Duty was Call of Duty Ghosts for the Nintendo Wii U, and we haven't seen a Call of Duty in a long time now. On the current Nintendo Switch, no Call of Duties. A lot of reasons could be for that. They probably just don't see it as the main market for it. The Switch as hardware probably can't handle the Call of Duty that currently are out on the Xbox Series XS and the PlayStation 5 and on PC. So they decided to part ways to not put Call of Duty on the Nintendo platform, but that looks like it is going to change if the deal between Xbox and Activision Blizzard does pass through, because Xbox and Nintendo have announced that they have signed a 10-year deal to bring over Call of Duty games to the Nintendo platform. And here is the announcement. Microsoft and Nintendo have now negotiated and signed a binding 10-year legal agreement to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo players the same day as Xbox, with full feature and content parity, so they can experience Call of Duty just as Xbox and PlayStation gamers enjoy Call of Duty. We are committed to providing long-term equal access to Call of Duty to other gaming platforms, bringing more choice to more players and more competition to the gaming market. So there it is. If you are waiting for Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch, it's going to be coming, or maybe on the next Nintendo platform. That's the biggest question right now that people have. How are they going to get Call of Duty running on the Nintendo platform, on Nintendo Switch? You take a look at the current version, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox and the PlayStation and on PC. Phenomenal looking games, very high graphic fidelity. These games would not be able to run currently on the Nintendo Switch in their native state. They obviously would have to be dumbed down with the graphics, things really held back, or they would have to be streaming this via the cloud. We've seen games on the Switch use cloud services, stuff streamed in where they have some game on the cart and then other games are streamed. You have the cloud versions of it for Nintendo, so they could do something like that. But my hunch is that it may not be the next Call of Duty that comes onto the Nintendo Switch, or even if it is, by that point, there will be a Nintendo Switch 2, and it will be a game that comes out with that Nintendo Switch 2, or at least a launch frame title that drops on the platform. Or they're going to do what they did with Call of Duty back on the Nintendo Wii. If you remember those games, they were completely different games compared to the competitive console counterparts on the 360 and the PlayStation 3. The graphics were worse. I'm not sure if the features were all the same. I think there potentially were less features, but it was just a completely different game. They had to build it differently for the Nintendo Wii because of the power of that console. Or the third option I think that they could do, which goes along with that option, is take Call of Duty Mobile, which is a pretty good looking game if you play it on a mobile device. I mean, you look at that thing and you think, damn, that was running on my phone. Take that, maybe adjust it a bit, maybe make it a bit more graphically intensive, and then put that on the current Nintendo Switch. And I think that probably would satisfy a lot of people when it comes to Call of Duty. But I think this is a big thing for gaming and for the gaming industry. If Call of Duty gets back onto the Nintendo platform, I think there's definitely people that will run out and buy this game. The Switch has proven that it is definitely a third-party machine now, not just first-party. With so many third-party games coming out, people love playing these games in handheld on the go. Imagine taking Call of Duty now on your Switch that isn't Call of Duty Mobile on your phone, but actually having the Switch Joy-Cons and playing this on the go. I think it'll be really cool. I'm excited to see what's going to happen out of this and what this means for Nintendo going forward. But at the end of the day, if the Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition doesn't pass, then maybe Call of Duty never comes to the Nintendo platform. But I'm going to leave that there, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited to play Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch? Do you play it on a different platform, or have you been waiting for Call of Duty to come back before jumping back into the game? If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.